Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Hey, I want to start with Jameis Winston, and it was a rough go. Obviously, we learned from Jay Glazer that he's got 4 fractured vertebrae. Sean, how does one play quarterback with 4 fractured vertebrae?
I don't know what he did, but there's some good numbing effect and shots to try and get through it, and a threshold of pain. I don't know how. And, I commend the guy for competing his ass off, and it didn't turn out well, but I don't know how. I've had some, been hurt in the back and blown out knees and surgical shoulders and all those things and thumbs, but I've never had that, so I don't know what the threshold of pain is. He was able to play, but the result wasn't very good, and he's going to take flack for that, but nobody's going to question if the guy wants to play and compete. So I don't know how he got through it.
Let me ask maybe a bigger picture question, because I think this is the question that Jameis, Dennis Allen, everyone involved has to make. At what point, when you are totally like warrior mentality, play through it, be out there for your team, but when you're a detriment to your team, you got to sit. How do you weigh that, Sean? Like, at what point, who steps up and says, or has to say, look, we're going to play Andy Dalton here?
Oh, right. Well, and they have the alternative of a chance, because Andy's played a lot of more football than Jameis Winston has in his career. I'm talking about because of the longer time in his career. I think what it comes down to is you love a guy's toughness, and it's kind of threefold. One, how did the staff think he practices and plays? And then during a game, if an injury happens during a game, same way, how's he responding to it? Do the doctors clear him? Obviously, if they didn't clear him, he wouldn't be playing, so they cleared him. Now you go to the player and say, how you doing? How do you feel? What do you think? I can go. Most guys are going to tell you they can go because they feel like they're letting their teammates down if they don't. And it's a badge of honor, so don't make no mistake about it. And there's a difference, Matt, and I'm not saying for Jameis, any of us, that being injured and being hurt, we're expected to play hurt. Playing injured is a different story. And when it's 4 vertebrae, it sounds injured, but fighting through it. I don't say there's any negligence. It's just you ask him and you say, how can he go? And then when decisions are made, for me, is when the guy is hurting your team. Not the toughness part, but the performance part. And I understand if you're on a team that has a guy that you're like, I can't, the backup, then that's on the team to say we didn't get a backup that we trust, but the Saints have one. And so you get to a point in time where you say, you're not exactly going from Jameis Winston to some hack who hasn't played in the league. You got some experience there, and there's a reason you have him there. So, and unless now you say, well, Jameis with 4 vertebra problems and injured is better than Andy Dalton healthy, okay. And I love the gut, and maybe he didn't share as bad as how much it felt, but in the end, when you feel the performance of an injured or hurt player is affecting the team, then you got to step in and say, we appreciate your toughness, brother. You're going to sit this one out. I can't do it. For all kinds of reasons. For him, the player, for the teammates, because you owe it to them. It can't be I feel good, I like the guy, so let me go play him because he's showing us he's tough. Well, he showed you he's tough, but then there comes a point in time you say, listen, because for people who didn't know he was banged up, your first thought, because I talked to a couple buddies who didn't know, to watch the game. So what'd you think? So your first thought is, same old Jameis. Look good at some points, be spectacular on some throws, you're like, wow, and then make decisions, you're like, dude, a high school senior would not throw that ball into 4 guys when you had Michael Thomas running a shallow crosser right in your vision. In a close game that 3 top receivers in Tampa are not playing, and they're fighting and scratching, your defense is kicking ass, got to protect the ball. That's what they think, and all of us do. And we're also thinking that while he's playing, that it must not be that severe. So what do? We judge his performance on results. And the results weren't good. And you go back to thinking, okay, is he the guy? Can he be the guy? Will he be the guy? Is he a January guy? All those things enter in. I don't know what the questions are on the building, But Andy Dalton's a pretty viable backup if you feel. But the performance will tell me. If the performance is affecting and becoming a detriment to our football team, I quite frankly, and I think most people say the toughness part doesn't matter anymore. We got to get somebody who can actually execute what he's doing. Tribute to Jameis for being tough. We saw Baker try to do this last year in Cleveland, be the tough guy and play through shoulder. It cost him a job.
Yeah.
And now he's in Carolina. So being tough's one thing, got to be smart the other, and you also owe it to 53 guys, not just one.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.